Welcome to the channel, everyone. BLN437, and sorry for my voice if it's sounding a little different. I'm just dealing with a sore throat. But today we're going to go over Game 1 of the World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Houston Astros. And it was a great game. It was a really good game, well-played game by both teams. Costly mistakes here and there, and kind of just a dead offensive patch for a certain team, which we'll get into later on in the video. Really kind of caused the game to be a little slow in a sense. And that's pretty much it. So let's get in with the Dodgers side of things. I want to talk about the Dodgers first. Clayton Kershaw finally had that postseason game that you can say, you know what, he was good in. And not to say that he hasn't been good in other outings. He has been good in other outings. Has he been as great as he was in this outing? Personally, not to me. I think this has been his best postseason outing yet. Obviously, it's in a big stage, so it's magnified even more. And he went 7 innings. I believe he was around 82 to 83 pitches. Don't quote me on that. I know that he had his pitch count in the 80s. And he looked dominant, man. Other than that mistake to Alex Bregman, he was solid. He went 7 innings. They got Tomorrow in the 8th, who, like I said, he's become an emerging star out of the pen. He's been doing this all season, but he's really, really starting to become big. And it's really starting to show now in the postseason how big of a weapon he is out of the pen. And Kenley Jansen coming in for the 9th inning, and once Kenley Jansen comes into the 9th inning, it's really hard to think that any team, even when he comes in the 8th inning, it's really hard to believe that any team has a shot of winning that World Series or winning that game. So that's really what helped the Dodgers here. You had a great pitching performance by Clayton Kershaw. The bullpen showed up as well. If the Dodgers have a lead going into the 5th, 6th, or 7th inning, you know that this game is most likely over, especially for the Houston Astros, because you're now battling. You're technically just battling a huge wall that you're putting for yourself. If you can't score runs before they do, it's going to be really hard for the Astros, and it showed. But when you look at the key moments here, or the key players that got hits in this game, Taylor was another big guy. Turner, who's building a great postseason resume, and Seager all had great games. Seager went 2 for 3 after missing pretty much a week and a half of baseball. He went 2 for 3. That was a good sign. I don't know, for some people, if it's not, I thought that was a big sign there. If Corey Seager can hit still and is doing that, oh man, it's going to be really hard for the Astros to come back in this series. Taylor ended up hitting a huge home run that gave them the lead, and when he did hit that home run, it kind of was just like, it kind of just felt like a message, like, we're here, this is our moment. And man, Turner, like I said, with that clutch home run in the, I believe it was the 6th inning, the 6th or the 7th inning. I believe it was the 6th though. He hit a huge home run, and when he hit that home run, man, that 2-run home run, you just felt this game was done. With the way that Kershaw was pitching, with the way that Astro lineup just couldn't seem to hit Kershaw at that point, besides the Bregman home run, and he kind of settled down. It just looked bad for the Astros. It really, really did. And for the Houston Astros, I mean, you look at the key guys that haven't hit in their lineup. Springer once again going 0 for 4. Correa went 0 for 3. Gurriel went 0 for 3. Bregman went 1 for 4 with the home run. Altuve went 1 for 4, if you guys want to know what Altuve did. But you can't have Springer go 0 for 4. You can't have Correa go 0 for 3. And you can't have Gurriel go 0 for 3. That's a no-no. These were guys that were hitting in the championship series. Now, I know that Gurriel doesn't hit well against lefties, which is weird, considering that he's a right-handed hitter. But he's got to step it up. He really does. Same thing with Correa, and same thing with Springer. Springer has been cold ever since the division series. Ever since the division series, we haven't seen George Springer at all. And Keuchel went 6 2/3 inning, but when you go 6 2/3 innings and you're giving up 6 hits, and you're gonna not even when 2 out of those 6 hits are home runs, a solo shot to Taylor, and then the 2-run home run to Turner. It hurts, man. It hurts that formula that they need. The formula for the Astros is to at least get 3 out of 4 wins with that 1-2 punch. Now that puts a lot of pressure on Verlander, because Verlander now has to win this game and then hope that you can get Dallas Keuchel again, and Dallas Keuchel doesn't have a performance like this again. Because if Dallas Keuchel can win one more game and then Verlander wins that next game, then that's your 3 wins. That's the 3 wins that you want. And the only way that you're going to win this series is by having those 2 guys go deep into the game and get you 3 wins. And he went deep into the game because he got into the 7th inning, but he just didn't look like Dallas Keuchel of the division series. and of Game 1 of the American League Championship Series, because the Yankee game that he played, he last pitched in, he got beat up a little bit as well. And I'm not concerned about Dallas Keuchel. I do think that he can bounce back. It's just that the way that he pitches to these hitters, it caters their style. You can't throw the low pitch to Turner. He's going to hit it. Same thing with Taylor. We saw it there. And you don't want to try to cater to things. He's going to have to mix it up. I think he's going to have to hit the corners more than trying to hit that low portion of the zone. I know that he's not that type of guy. He likes to have low and late movement, but he's gonna have to work inside on these guys, kind of stomach high to the letters of the jerseys. That's the only way he's gonna get out, man, because Turner's gonna destroy him. And same thing with Taylor. These guys are gonna destroy him if he's just gonna keep throwing the ball down and try to rely on that late movement. And it showed. It showed with 2 costly homers. And one thing that we can sit here and say about the Astros, I'll say this. One thing that's a plus sign is that Davinsky had a good game last night. I didn't think that he would, but he did have a good game last night. He had a good showing. So if you're an Astros fan and you've been waiting for Davinsky to show up, he has shown up a little bit here. He got 2 strikeouts, I believe, going into that 8th inning. So that was a good sign for Davinsky. That was a good sign there for pretty much that bullpen, because now it seems like you now have a key piece left in that bullpen. But man, they have a tall order against them, man. They really do. With Rich Hill pitching tonight for the Dodgers, and Verlander pitching tonight, it becomes a must-win for Verlander. Like I said, that 3-4 formula is what they need. And on top of that, you look at this team. This team can win on the road. This team being the Dodgers, they're not like the team that the Astros faced previously in the American League Championship Series in the Yankees. They're going to go into Houston looking to at least take one of those games, if not 2, and win it in Houston. Now, the only thing that I can sit here and say is that even if this series does go to 2-0, I'm not going to say it's over. It pretty much would be over. I'm not going to say it is, because anything can happen. We've seen it so far in this postseason. But if the Astros just go down 2-0 in Houston, they have to know that they're not facing a team that's afraid of going on the road. Now, I know Houston's offense does pick up, and it does tend to come to life at home. And I think being at home is going to help the Astros, for sure. But it doesn't guarantee them 2 to 3 wins, because they just look bad offensively. And credit that to Kershaw and the bullpen last night. And on top of that, this rotation that the Dodgers have is just so deep. Now, Rich Hill may be a little bit of a mismatch for them, in the sense that they don't really seem to, they won't be too afraid of facing somebody who's throwing slow, but they don't hit pitches that are really slow well. They're a good fastball hitting team. And on top of that, going down 2-0 means that you now have to face Darvish. Now, they have seen a lot of Darvish since he's pitched for the Rangers, and he has been on the Rangers for the past couple of years. So I don't think they're afraid of going into a Game 3 against Darvish. I think that's the game that they should win. Though, you don't want to take the possibility of, well, we should win this game because, hey, we've seen this guy before. It just doesn't work that way. And we're going to see it. We're going to see what these Astros have. Like I said, Springer can't go 0 for 4. Correa can't go 0 for 3. And Gurriel can't go 0 for 3. Altuve's still hitting. He's still getting his hits. He did get one hit, even though he didn't get multiple hits. He did get a hit here. Bregman got the huge home run. And Turner got the huge home run for the Dodgers, really. And this game was really based off of just key hits and it being able to hit Dallas Keuchel. The fact that they knew that they had to hit Dallas Keuchel to kind of win this game was a huge plus for them. And you saw it. You saw it in last night's game. They were able to get to Keuchel, and if you're able to get to Keuchel or you're able to get to even Verlander, you have a shot to win that game, because the bullpen just isn't as strong as it should be. Now, that's something that they'll have to address in the offseason, but for right now, they're in the World Series, and they have to work with the bullpen that they have set for themselves, and that's really what they needed. I don't think on top of needing a Verlander, they definitely needed a bullpen piece here. How they're going to get that bullpen piece, I don't know. But we shall see. This has been a great World Series, a great Game 1. Turner did hit the home run in the bottom of the 6th inning. I just wanted to make sure that I got that in there. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm going to be watching Game 2 tonight. I'm going to enjoy Game 2 tonight. Hopefully, it's a really good game. Hopefully, it's a close game. If you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like down below. Comment as well. Let me know who you guys have winning this World Series. Is it the Dodgers or is it the Astros? And who do you have winning tonight's game? And share this video with all of your friends. And if you are new, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video, which will be Game 2, the recap.